What's the greatest boxing podcast out there?
Counterpunch Conversations.
All right,
I should we say up and coming podcast.
So we gonna check in with you from time to time, champ. Thank you again for giving us this interview, and much respect to your team. Much respect to Mayweather Promotions. You got a manager?
My dad.
Okay, man, that's what I'm talking about.
Tell Curtis I said, "What's up, man?" Again.
Okay.
All right, champ. Good luck, man. Thank you. Welcome to Counterpunch Conversation. I'm your host, Sheik. My co-host, Rock. What's up, bro?
What's going on, brother?
We got a powerful episode today. Got a great guest today, Rock. In the ring today, we got brand new professional boxer out of Mayweather Promotions, Curmel Moton, 18-time national champion in the amateurs. We got Curmel Moton on today. It's going to be powerful interview. We're getting him first. Exclusive. We're going to be the first to get him. After his explosive KO last night on the Charlo and Canelo undercard. So should be a great episode. So just stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We got the future of boxing.
All right, Rock, let's just get right off into it, man. Topic we're gonna discuss today is it's a apples and oranges conversation for real, but I figured it's something that we should probably talk about just for grins. The greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali versus the best ever, TBE, Floyd Mayweather. You know, a lot of people has brought this up from time to time. And the only reason I think I really want to talk about it is because of things that Floyd has said in the past. Floyd had named his top 5 boxers at all time, and he put Muhammad Ali number 5 on his list.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so what do you think about that? Who you think?
We talking about just boxing in the ring?
Well, see, that's what the argument is a lot of times. A lot of times the argument is, yeah, let's say in the ring.
We just talking about pure boxing.
Pure boxing.
Boxing in the pocket, boxing mid-range,
Boxing, bro.
boxing. The Floyd Mayweather is the best of them.
As far as boxing, like in the ring.
Technical skill. He can box inside. He can box at in range. He can box out of range. The whole repertoire.
All right, so let me tell you what I think about this topic. Even though we're discussing it, let me tell you what I think about it. It's apples and oranges comparison because we're talking about 2 boxers from 2 different weight divisions and 2 different generations.
True.
So, like, really, but Floyd, he's such an explosive personality, right? That you have to. I mean, he said this a long time ago, but you have to like start discussing things when he says things, right? And him putting Muhammad Ali 5th on his list is just, and you seen what Mike Tyson said about him when he was,
that's Mike. I don't know if Ali should be 5. I just know if you just talking about pure boxing from a technical standpoint and not just athleticism, but athleticism that supports the technical aspects of boxing, Money Mayweather.
All right, so look, I'm a read a quote.
Ali and Roy Jones probably the greatest athletes to ever box from that standpoint. I mean, Ali had welterweight speed or middleweight speed and a heavyweight body. You know, I think he boxed at super middleweight in the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but we just talking about just technical skills and boxing from that standpoint, and just being, just using and mastery of the basics.
Right.
Money made.
Do you think Muhammad Ali could fight as a heavyweight if he was fighting today?
Fighting today?
As a heavyweight.
I think he could fight today. I mean, I think his body would be different. I mean, Ali like 6'4".
Yeah, I don't know.
6'4", 215. I think Ali could. I think he could.
If he was fighting in this generation.
But he's some monsters though.
That's
some
what I'm
big
saying.
old boys.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Maybe not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe not.
I mean, Ken Norton was a big boy. George Foreman, they was big.
Ali was like 215, and Tyson was 211 in his prime, right?
Right.
But so 6'4", 215 pounds is not a big person.
That's what I'm saying.
Joe Frazier definitely. I don't think he could have. Joe was like 5'10", 5'9".
Right. But his style was, Mike Tyson was 5'10".
Mm-hmm.
5'11", one of them. But Joe Frazier could move though, like real good, like sort of like Mike Tyson.
But you think about it, George Foreman in the Thriller in Manila only outweighed Ali by like 4 or 5 pounds.
But he's a big boy. He's a power puncher.
He's a power puncher, but I think Ali had bigger legs, from what I've read, and Foreman had smaller legs, but Foreman's upper body was bigger. But at the same time, I think the fact that they were that close in weight, that probably played off in the fact that Foreman couldn't really wear Ali down in regards to that rope-a-dope attack, even though, Foreman said his water tastes like medicine. But that's another story. George Foreman said that now.
Yeah, I know. Hey, but anyway, this is what Floyd said, right? This was a quote. He said, "No one can ever brainwash me to make me believe that Sugar Ray Robinson and Muhammad Ali was better than me. No one could ever brainwash me and tell me that. But one thing I will do, I'm going to take my hat off to them and respect those guys because those are the guys that paved the way for me to be where I'm at today." Now, he said that. Then he said, talking about Muhammad Ali, Leon Spinks beat him when he had 7 fights. They never put a fighter in there with Floyd Mayweather with 7 fights. So you're going to tell me that it's cool to lay on the ropes and take punishment, let a man tire himself out from beating you, and then he basically fatigued. You hit him with a few punches and he go down and quit, and you want to be glorified for that. Like he was talking trash.
Yeah, he went in on the greatest.
Now, but here's the problem with that statement.
Did he lie though?
He didn't lie, but there's problems with those remarks. The problem is that Leon Spinks was a 24-year-old Olympic gold medalist.
Absolutely.
Right? And Muhammad Ali was 12 years older than him. And then the other thing when he talked about the statement that he made about Muhammad Ali's rope-a-dope, right? We got to remember that the rope-a-dope style, Muhammad Ali's rope-a-dope style is a calculated defensive style, just like Mayweather, the Mayweather defense.
Would you teach it?
Teach what?
The rope-a-dope.
No.
Would you teach the Philly shell to a degree?
No. I don't.
I do.
Nah. Because now it's funny that you said that. You know why I wouldn't teach Philly shell or the rope-a-dope? Because Mayweather has perfected that. Mm-hmm. That style has got a lot of people in trouble, got a lot of people behinds whipped, right?
Yep.
And you see it right now today, people trying it and getting whooped because it's a science to that style, right? Even Floyd Mayweather Sr. got beat all around the ring by Sugar Ray Leonard using that show. So
it's a science to it. I think if you try to exactly mimic Floyd in that, then yeah, you're gonna have some problems. Also, I think it takes hours because I know we call it, it's the shell or waist defense and stuff like that. But I started that with Chad probably when he was like 8 years old. Same with switching back and forth, and it was 5-6 years before he said, "Okay, Dad, I understand now." But I never encouraged him to go out there, hey, get off in the Philly shell. That's where folks get in trouble. But the point is that the Philly shell is something that's technical, right? Mm-hmm. And it's also something that's been utilized, probably for 60, 70 years, right? The only person who ever used the rope-a-dope successfully is Muhammad Ali. And I think the only time he was successful was against
But
Foreman.
here's the thing. I don't think that he created it to be his defense. I think he created it to be specifically for the Foreman fight because he calculated how Foreman fought, and the only way that he knew that he was going to be able to beat him, he wasn't going to be able to beat him standing toe-to-toe with him. He knew the only way he was going to beat him was for George Foreman to tie out. But my point is that I'm making is that when we talking about, this is an apples and oranges discussion. It's really a moot point to discuss. I mean, we discussing it because it's just been out there in boxing for so long.
Think about what you're saying.
What?
You saying that Ali said, I'm going to come out here and let this bear maul me.
Yes.
And now, and then knowing in the back of his mind, this bear going to maul the hell out of his ass.
Right.
He feel like at some point the bear going to get tired of eating and chewing on me.
Right.
And then I'm going to get up after being mauled and chewed by this bear.
Once again,
and then I'm going to knock him out.
Once again, he didn't. He
What did Ali know that we didn't know?
he absorbed those shots. He didn't just take the shots. Go back and watch the fight. He laid on the ropes and he could see the shots coming, and he was able to lean into the shot as opposed to just taking the shot head on. He was still in defense. He was
George
still
George got tired. George had a short amateur career, and that showed too.
All you got to do is go watch the fight. This ain't no conspiracy,
I haven't
bro.
watched it in a long time.
Go watch it. This ain't no conspiracy. He laid on the ropes the whole fight for 11 rounds. He laid and boom, 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 boom. Every now and then he'd catch George in the inside. Boom, 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 boom. And then lay back. Boom, catch George. And then that 11th round, he came out. George was tired. He couldn't throw no more punches. So anyway, what I'm saying is that when we having a discussion of the best ever between Floyd Mayweather and Muhammad Ali, when we having that discussion,
yes,
it's really an apples and oranges discussion. It's really a moot point because they're two boxers from two different generations, two different weight classes. But because Floyd made the statements he had and where he put Muhammad Ali in his ranking, that's why the discussion is ongoing. It's an ongoing topic that is always discussed in boxing. But
that's true. But think about it. I mean, wasn't it Eddie Futch you said if you take Ali's jab away from him, that is over with? Eddie Futch also said that once Ali's reflexes leave him, that he was going to be easy to hit.
So let me ask you,
when he fought, it was Ken Norton. He just parried a jab. Just parried a jab, broke Ali's jaw from that standpoint. Because Ali had a beautiful cross step jab.
Is Muhammad? So is Floyd Mayweather better than Muhammad Ali?
Technically, as a boxer,
yeah,
100%.
Come on, man. It's not even really a discussion. Again,
we talking about technical skills.
Muhammad Ali had technical skills too.
Ali had. We talking about just
the man was float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. The man dance around the ring. The man footwork like. Come on now.
Without question, but did he? But when you look at Ali,
you're just trying to.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
I think you're just trying to play the other side of the fence because this is crazy.
I'm not.
It's really a crazy discussion.
I'm not trying to play the same thing with Roy.
Right.
I love Roy. Roy is Chad's favorite boxer. Roy everybody's favorite boxer. But the bottom line is when Roy's reflexes left, Roy's skill.
We're talking about
down.
both of them in their prime, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather. Now, again.
Prime to prime.
Again.
Now, prime to prime. Now, 1962 Floyd, 1962 Ali, and 99 Floyd, yeah. But even then,
yeah, what?
That's equal. That's because Ali's athleticism was still high. Floyd is just as athletic as Ali, but technically better.
Bro, you talking about listen.
When you miss supreme athleticism with high technical ability, you get TBE and hard work and dedication, a maniacal work ethic.
All right,
you get that.
Floyd says that Muhammad Ali is number 5 on his list, his top 5 list. His top 5 was him, number 1, Roberto Duran, Pernell Whitaker, Julio Cesar Chavez, and then Muhammad Ali.
Ooh.
So, and he said his reasoning for putting Muhammad Ali number 5 is because Muhammad Ali only fought in one weight category, and that was heavyweight.
That's little man or small fighter bias. I get that right there. The question is that are you a better fighter moving up through weight class? I mean, didn't Duran start at like 112 and move off, and Duran started at 112 and fought as high as as light heavy, didn't he?
Yeah, but I'm just saying the discussion as far as comparing the two, people are making that comparison because Floyd brought it up, but it's really no comparison. Now, Muhammad Ali always said, "I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest." Right?
Even before he said he was the greatest, even before he knew he was the greatest.
Right. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. He stopped Sonny Liston for the title fight. Stopped Sonny Liston, and he's always, "I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest." Right. Floyd comes along. "I'm the best ever." Right after the what was his name at first?
Pretty Boy
Floyd. After the Pretty Boy Floyd era, Money Mayweather. Now he is the best ever, right? So now he has to make these comparisons, but really there is no comparison.
I think even with Ali saying he's the greatest, I think a lot of it, boxing is a mental thing. And I think that you gotta consider yourself the greatest or the best ever from that standpoint. And I think it gives you a mental edge.
Why?
Well, I don't think any boxer go off into a ring, especially when they undefeated, thinking that another person can actually beat them. I think that
Muhammad Ali wasn't undefeated.
He wasn't Muhammad Ali wasn't undefeated, but when he started out calling himself the greatest, he was undefeated.
Right.
How many times did he call himself? How many times did he call him? Did you hear him say, "I am the greatest" after he lost?
I think the first time he still was saying that all the way to. Come on, Rock. You serious?
I'm asking.
A lot of times that's what he was known as.
We had to go back to after he lost to Frazier. Was he still calling?
I'm the greatest.
I'm the greatest. Yes. All right.
Yeah. I'm the greatest. But I just think this conversation for as far as the greatest of all time between being Floyd or Muhammad Ali, it's just an apples and oranges comparison. I just wanted to bring it up because I wanted to dispel the social aspects of it. Right. There's no question. Muhammad Ali probably the greatest, most influential person. I ain't gonna say person, but definitely probably the greatest influential athlete. But possibly in the history, of the world. Even still, I'm just saying the best ever as far as boxing, because that's what Floyd is making a comparison about inside the ring.
Now, you in amateur boxing, right? And in boxing, with the training and the training of boxing, man, you see trainers everywhere trying to imitate Mayweather mitt-work, Mayweather sit-ups, and 24/7 did a lot of that.
Right.
Roger Mayweather, Big Floyd, mitt-work. The training style, hard work, dedication. Even Floyd's cadence on the heavy bag. A lot of boxers try to imitate that. You don't really see people trying to imitate and mimic. And we don't have a lot of training footage of Ali, but
not in 2023,
without question. But like I said, from a boxing impact, from a cultural impact on boxing,
I'm sure back in the day. I'm sure in the listen,
Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, I'm sure in the 70s everybody was trying to be Muhammad Ali.
How many Canelo Alvarez fighting the Philly Shield? How many Mexicans you seen employ Philly Shield defense and waist defense?
I don't know, man.
The Canelo, the only one.
I'm just, again, the point.
Canelo's a back foot boxer.
The point is that the only point that I'm making is I just wanted to address this because I think there was some discrepancies or some disparaging remarks, and
he's right though. But boxing has changed. But I mean, Chavez fought a guy 25-21 or 1-10 or something like that.
Right, but I mean, but just all of the different things that what Ali said. I mean, not Ali. What Floyd Mayweather said about Leon Spinks. He mentioned Ken Norton, and he said really Muhammad Ali lost to Ken Norton 3 times. Mm-hmm. Like all of these things, it's a lot of things that we not taking into consideration. And I just think,
so.
And right. Closing this out, I just don't think that either one of them. Like, I don't think that you can compare them. I think it's a bad comparison. I don't even know why. How did it even ever come up?
I think it may just came up when Floyd. It was during that period. Floyd was still boxing, and he was promoting himself.
Right.
And I think Floyd takes slights. If somebody say something about Floyd, he may not address it right at that point in time, but he'll come back and address it later. And I think Mike Tyson has said something to the effect of being mad about Floyd saying something like that. So once Mike Tyson said something about it, Floyd probably doubled down at a later date and came back and reiterated with the list.
Yeah. Anyway, so comment below what y'all think. If who is the greatest? Is Muhammad Ali the greatest?
And don't be cussing me out.
Or is Floyd the greatest? I personally don't think that it's. I think it's an apples and oranges conversation. And Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time.
No.
That's what I believe. I believe Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time. I think Floyd is, Floyd is amazing, man. He's, I think Floyd learned how to win.
If Ali was fighting at 147, you think he'll beat Money May?
Anyway, see, we back. This is going to take us somewhere else, man. I'm just,
segue.
It's going to take us somewhere else because I how could I even, he don't fight at. He didn't fight at 147. He fought at heavyweight.
That's the whole argument with the pound for pound list, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's a moot point. So anyway, comment below. Let us know what you think on this topic about, like, how do you feel? Do you think this is an apples and oranges comparison, or do you really think that one of them is greater than the other one? So anyway,
on to the next one.
Yeah. All right. We're going to shift off to bringing our guest to the ring today. We got a special guest. You know, this man is 18-time national champion. 17 years old, decided he's going to turn pro. You know, Floyd Mayweather has stamped him, said he's going to be the future. You know, you only seen Floyd stamp a couple people.
He the second one.
Seen him stamp Tank.
And stamp Curmel.
And now he stamped this man here, Curmel. So we're going to welcome to the ring, 18-time national champion, pro debut last night on the Canelo and Charlo fight, made his pro debut in devastating fashion. Beautiful work he made. Welcome to the ring, Curmel Moton.
That's another light-skinned killer.
What's up, Curmel? Give me the bell.
He said it.
All right. What's going on, champ? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good, man. How you feeling last night? You still glowing from last night?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel great.
Yeah, man. That was awesome, man. Of course, your fight wasn't televised, but we still seen it. You know what I mean? We got a chance to see it on social media, and it was amazing, man. And congratulations, all of your successes, everything you've been doing. You know, definitely, you know, hats off to you.
Thank you.
We're looking to see some great things from you. But champ, let me start off just by this. You know, of course, you know I'm Sheik. And this is Rock. He's my co-host here, and you know Sarai. So, but let's start off just by what year did you start boxing? How old were you when you started boxing?
My dad first got me into it when I was 4.
Mm-hmm.
That was like 2010.
Yeah.
And I went to my first tournament 2014. I won. And then, yeah, since then, I just been, you know, in the amateurs hitting every tournament. And yeah, 2023.
So you were 4 when you started in 2010.
Yeah.
So, of course, you just trained up until that time, and you turned 8, and you did. You remember your first tournament in 2014?
Yeah. It was it's called Desert Showdown.
Desert Showdown. Where was that at? In Vegas?
No, it was in Cali. Springs.
Yeah, okay. What about what was you remember your first national title? What tournament was it when you won your first national title?
I think it might have been the Junior Olympics.
I think Sarai.
That was mine.
Sarai first national title was no.
Yes, it was.
Your first one was the Western Qualifier. Just remember,
Well, like
we wasn't counting it as a national title then, but it's a national title. Your first one, but the first major one was JOs. Yeah, most people JOs go to JOs to get their first tournament. How did it feel, man? Your first national tournament, you won that.
Yeah, that felt great. You know, I worked hard for that. So.
Yeah, I bet. So what made you want to become a boxer? Because you said your dad, it was just your dad, like, man, you boxing.
I mean, my dad he grew up boxing and he had a passion for it. And then when I was young, he used to always show me like Floyd's videos and just that motivated me. And then that made me like start loving the sport. And when I finally started training, like I was just natural at it. Yeah. It was for me.
Yeah. So your dad was, did you grow up in Vegas?
Nah, yeah, I grew up in Vegas. I was born in Utah though.
Utah, oh wow. Oh, I think I knew that. For some reason.
You got Alabama roots though.
How? You got Alabama roots?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Selma, Alabama.
What? Tell me about that.
I don't know nothing about my dad. No,
that's a conversation with me and Curtis.
Oh, okay. So, okay. All right.
I just know they got out. We met them at Ringside in like 2015.
Right.
Sometime. Now that's when we talked about our Alabama roots back then.
Oh wow. Okay. So you was pretty much raised up in Vegas, and you said your dad used to show you Floyd fight. So when did you first meet Floyd? How old were you when you first met Floyd Mayweather?
I was about 9.
9. And what did he think of you then?
At first I just said what's up to him. I got like his autograph and stuff.
Yeah.
and I was training at a different gym in Vegas. And I started going over there to spar, like his little dudes over there. And I was like running through there and making them cry, all that. And then I guess word got back to Floyd. Then next time I seen him, like, I don't know, he was like he was respecting me, like he was like showing me love.
Right.
Since like been like that.
I guess back then, Little Cash Flow was his protege back then because he used to run around. He used to have Cash Flow with him everywhere back then. Did you ever spar Cash Flow back then?
Yeah, I used to spar Cash Flow a lot.
Yeah, back then at Floyd's.
Yeah.
How was the work?
Good.
Yeah,
I think I sparred him like maybe a year ago. Too.
Really? You bigger than him now. Well, Cash Flow, what do he weigh?
I was. Yeah,
you way bigger than him now because he like Cash Flow smaller than Sarah.
He fight at like 116 or something.
Yeah, little weight. Yeah. That's my guy though. That's my guy. Okay, so around that time, Cash Flow was his protege. So was you coming up around that time with Floyd, like hanging out with him, or when did you start hanging out with him? When did he start looking at you like, man, I like this kid?
I think like I was about like 10. That's when he started like sponsoring me, helping me get to tournaments, all that.
Right.
But I didn't really start like hanging out with him till like probably a year ago.
Just recently?
When I started like about to turn pro, that's when he started like having me around him more, calling me more often, all that.
Yeah. How does that feel, man? You got the best ever, man. He called, TBE. How does that feel? That he putting a stamp on you, you know what I mean? Like I know it's, as a 17-year-old, is it pressure? Do you feel like it's a lot of pressure for you? Like being 17 years old and he pretty much last night put a stamp on you. Like, man, this kid is, and he did it in his exhibition fight when he said you was the future of boxing. So how is that, you feel like that's a lot of pressure or you just taking it all in stride? You just haven't figured it out yet?
I mean, of course there's pressure. Like I got almost the whole world with their eyes on me, but it come with it and I'm prepared for it.
Yeah.
And, pressure make diamonds.
That's right. That's a fact, man. When I look at, I've seen you fight multiple times, and I look at your style of fight. I always thought for the last couple of years anyway, I said, man, he's developing. You got a high punch quality, a high punch count. Like you throw a lot of punches, but you could tell that you was developing the last couple of years I seen you. I say he developing a pro style, but with a lot of shots though. You know what I mean? So how do you feel like your style is transitioning into the pros? Like how do you see yourself, in the next couple of years? You're going to keep that high punch count, or you're going to start to learn how to pace yourself, or how do you see yourself moving up through or matriculating?
I mean, I definitely still keep a high punch output, at least more than most of these pros.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm starting to go 12 rounds, I have to slow it down and pace myself throughout the fight.
Right.
But I was talking with Floyd last night, and main thing he told me last night, he was like, you're going to be a lot better than a lot of these guys because you throw combinations.
Right.
And so I'm going to keep sticking with that. And then, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing I noticed. Like, even watching the fight last night, it's one of the things that I noticed. I said, man, he's throwing a lot of combinations. The kid, you overwhelmed this guy.
Yeah, he always did that, though.
Yeah.
And that body work, that's the thing that I always took from him. He got probably some of the best body work in boxing.
Yeah.
Amateur or pros.
Yeah. So you took, I know before you turned pro, you took a couple years off as an amateur. Like, we didn't see you for a while. You were still training?
Yeah, I was still in the gym.
Yeah.
So what happened was I hurt my arm.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as like my arm was healing and I was getting back, COVID had started.
Oh, okay.
And then we had an accident with the house, and then fire, whatever. We had to move back to Utah for a year, and then came back to Vegas, and I started competing again.
Right. So I mean, you took those few years off, and then you came back like you never left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like, wow, because you as soon as you came back, you won a tournament, right?
Yeah.
What tournament was that?
That was Nationals.
Is that
that's when I fought Marcus.
Marcus Luther, right. When you fought Marcus. That was a great fight, man. Yeah, that was a great fight. That was a good fight, man. Yeah. I remember that fight because Sarai fought right after you in that same ring.
Yeah. Do you feel like those 2 years helped your body, develop and grow? Giving your body a rest from the cutting weight for the tournaments?
Yeah, probably. I was always small before, And then like when I came back, I was bigger than everybody. So,
Yeah, I remember.
yeah, it probably helped.
Yeah, when COVID hit, I got up to like almost 130.
130.
I was almost like 130.
So you were still training when you took those few years off. And that tournament you're talking about, I remember when you fought Marcus Luther, you had Floyd shoes on. Were those was his personal shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, them shoes was nice, man. He had Floyd shoes on with his name on them. They was his personal shoes that he wore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You still got them?
Yeah.
They gonna be worth
I
something.
got a few. He gave me more.
Yeah. Oh, he gave
I
you
got
more?
some like
Did you wear them last
I
night?
wore last night. It was his too.
The whole outfit? Or
Yeah.
just oh wow. See,
tight.
man, he's stamping the kid, man. I'm telling you, man, this kid is gonna be the future, man. So what is your goals going forward? Like how is your career gonna play out in your eyes? Like, what are your goals?
My goal is to be one of the biggest names in boxing, multiple division world champion, undisputed, all that. I'm
Of course.
aiming for the moon, aiming for the stars.
So here's the question. You know, Lomachenko, when he came out, fought a come out fight, fought a title fight, lost, and then fought Gary Russell in his third fight and won a championship. Do you see yourself? I know that Floyd was looking at you having your debut fight against Lee Wood for a championship fight. You think you guys still gonna be on that fast track to get that strap?
Yeah, we still looking for that fight whenever Lee would want to take it.
He might not want to take it after last night.
Nah.
I mean, getting his ass whooped by a 17-year-old, embarrassed.
Well, what's your like? My dad asked, "What's your long-term goals like? What's your short-term goals like? What you trying to do like in the next like maybe a year or less?" Like?
In a year, I plan to be at least 10-0.
Yeah.
Hopefully world champion by then.
You want to get 10 fights in the next year?
Like Mike Tyson.
Wow.
I'm supposed to be fighting again in the next 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
That's tight.
Yeah. You already got an opponent?
Nah, not yet.
So you're gonna keep you on big cards, or they're gonna allow you to fight some smaller cards and stuff as well?
I'm supposed to be fighting on, I don't know what's the next big one on PBC, but Floyd told me that it should be within like next 4 weeks.
Right.
Yeah. Who's fighting next? Benavidez and Andre. That's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think they got a date for that yet.
They don't have a date for it?
I don't think so. But let me ask you this, champ. Let's go back real quick. Right? We off into the pros now, but let's go back real quick. The national qualifying Detroit, right? That was a rough tournament, man, for a lot of people. And you took a loss in that tournament, right?
Right.
What, like, when you took that loss, did that change anything for you mentally? Like, is that when you said, I'm turning pro, man, I can't do this no more? Or, like, what happened? Because you were supposed to, you were on Team USA, and you were supposed to went to Germany, and you didn't go. I want to talk about that, too, because, you know, they went to Germany. Sarai got a gold medal, and she got the best female boxer at that tournament, and, you know, Manny and everybody was there. They did, that was a good tournament for Team USA. So you didn't go. Did something change when you took that loss at the qualifier? Like mentally, did it do something to you where you said, "Man, I'm finished with this"? Or
no, nothing like that. Something happened mentally. I just got more focused,
right,
and more hungry,
right.
I felt like I had been winning for so long, I forgot.
Yeah,
what, that felt like, and that just it put a different hunger inside of me, and then I just kept working hard. And with the situation with the tournament, I was supposed to go. Literally, like the day I was gonna get on the plane, Floyd called me. He was like, "Nah, don't go. We're gonna turn you pro right now." And I was like, "All right, bet."
But I really think, man, he should have let you go to that tournament, though. I think you should have went to that tournament in Germany at least, and then did you go right in the camp right then, or did you go right in the training camp?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you should have went to Germany though, man. That would have been a good experience. Because did you ever go international?
No.
Tournament? Yeah, see. That would have been a good experience. But hey, man, look, everybody's career is different, and you on the fast track right now. So, you know, a lot of times though, you know, going back to you said mentally you hadn't lost in a while and you forgot what it felt like. Do you feel like you needed that loss? Like, do you feel like you needed it to bring you, to let you know you was human again?
I would say I need it, but I'm not like I'll say that it's gonna push me to gonna help me get better.
Right.
Like with Floyd or Shakur, they took that loss and then they took off in the pros.
Right.
Like that's how it's gonna be with me.
Right. Yeah, because I know with Sarai's, a few losses that she took, like I seen something change in her. Like it was something, maybe there was some arrogance there. I don't lose, and then she take a loss, and then she just become something else. You know what I mean? So sometimes I think when y'all win so much, sometimes you gotta, in the amateurs anyway, sometimes you gotta, you know what I mean? So, well,
I had a question. The weight cut for amateurs and the weight cut for the pros, what's more difficult, cutting for the pros or cutting and maintaining that weight for the amateurs?
Definitely the amateurs. That's
because you gotta fight
because
more
you-
days.
You got to go for the whole
a
You
week
gotta
straight
win once,
to make
yeah.
that's crazy.
I mean, he only got to make the weight, and
One
he
time.
weighing in the day before.
Yeah.
He weighing in the
Exactly.
day before the fight, so then he can rehydrate.
So your body feel
Yeah.
So your body feeling a whole lot better.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
is training camp
Amateurs, I
similar?
gotta weigh in that morning and rehydrate as best as I can, go fight, and then I gotta
And
lose the weight
win.
again.
Yeah,
Wait,
man.
the next morning.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah. So, just to talk about your fight real quick last night. Now, you fought a guy, Ezekiel Flores, 4-0, 3 knockouts. Who chose this opponent for you? Did you and your dad and your team get together, or did Floyd choose this opponent for you?
Yeah, they texted me
Mayweather
about
promotion?
him. They asked me and my dad if we was going to take that fight,
Right.
and of course we were like, yeah, we can handle him.
He's a tough guy, man. He was tough on the record, and I did see. I pulled him up and tried to watch some of his fights, but he was tough, man. And explain your mindset though, like going into that fight. 4-0, it's a grown man. 4-0, he got 3 knockouts. What was your mindset going into that fight?
I just believed in myself, and I believed in everything that me and my team worked on in the camp,
Right.
and I just knew he wasn't on my level.
Yeah.
Like no respect to him. I knew I would have been able to. Skill wise, I was stronger, faster, younger, all that, and I've been in there with the best. I've been there with Tank, Shakur, everybody, and
Yeah, of course.
I've held my own. So I knew going in there with him.
Andy Gomez said after his pro debut, he had a 10-rounder. He said that the Cuban, he said that it didn't even feel like the same sport because of the smaller gloves.
I was going to ask you that. Yeah.
Well, could you tell the
It
difference?
feels different,
Yeah.
and I like it a lot better.
8 ounces, no
Like
headgear.
8 ounces, no headglass, shirt off, everything. You felt better. You felt more comfortable.
Yeah.
So you had so I watched, I seen at that moment of the stoppage, right? So you threw these barrage of shots at him. You just overwhelmed him, right? So as you throwing these shots, now I seen when the ref stepped in, the ref didn't immediately wave it off. Like you just ran and jumped on the rope. Like, did you knew right then he done. I stopped him.
Yeah, cause he grabbed me in the way, like,
Oh, you just
he
knew
already
because
told me they ain't no standing 8 counts. And
Yeah.
I wobbled in the boom, and then I was on him, and then he grabbed me, and he was like, "That's it." And then,
Oh, he said that's it. The ref said that's it. Yeah. Man, that was crazy, man. How did you feel right then and there? Like how did that feel? This is your first pro fight, and I'm assuming because you fought after Charlo and Canelo, right?
Yeah.
So it was still people there, right? A lot of people. Still.
yeah, I was surprised how many people was there.
It was yeah. Because normally time with swing bouts, man, the crowd is gone.
No, man, you got
I
buzz.
walked out, everybody was like trying to grab me. I was walking out. I was surprised.
Hey, man, you got buzz, man. It's like that Scarface movie. The world, the world is yours, man. You just keep chopping wood, brother.
So how did that feel? Like that? I know the whole day yesterday was just electric, man. I seen you doing a lot of media obligations, so I just know, man, it was amazing, man. We just want to, we want to walk in your shoes for a second and feel how it felt.
Yeah, it was amazing feeling. It didn't even feel real. It felt like a dream. And just with Floyd being right there, all my family, all my supporters, just
right in your hometown where you live at. So I know you had
That's real talk, man. I mean, y'all put in, like I said, I think we first met y'all 2015 in Kansas. Man, y'all put in some work, man.
Mm-hmm.
Put in some work. You did your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? You and your pop, man. So, I got nothing but respect. I don't think we hadn't seen y'all since y'all was down here in Atlanta back in like 2018. Was over at Onwards Gym. But man, y'all, you and your pops, man, y'all put some work in, brother. I mean, much respect.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing but love and respect for y'all.
Yeah. Shout out, man, your pops and your whole team. And nothing but, wish you nothing but success in the future. Just appreciate you bringing it to coming to. We the first people you talked to since
Yeah.
My man. Thanks for the exclusive. But look, before you go, we play a game with all our guests, right? It's called the Greatest of the Greats game. All right. What we do is we place 5 boxers in a tournament style bracket, right? And you say who would win each fight and advance to the next round. And then at the end of the tournament, you choose whoever wins the tournament, you tell us why you chose this person. All right. So it's 5 boxers. We put them in a tournament style bracket, different divisions, right? Or different eras. All right. So this one, we got 5 middleweights, all right, from different eras. All right. So this is the 5 middleweights. We got Roy Jones Jr., Triple G, Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Robinson, and Bernard Hopkins. All right. These are the 5 middleweights. So we're going to put them in a tournament style bracket, and then you tell me who would win each fight and who advances and who's in the finals. All right. So we're gonna give Sugar Ray Robinson the bye, because it's 5 of them. All right. So we're gonna put Roy Jones against Triple G. Who wins that fight?
Roy Jones.
Why you say that?
Prime Roy Jones is different. I don't think then nobody could beat him.
Against Triple G?
Yeah, he'll work Triple G easy. He'll knock Triple G out.
Like Floyd says, Triple G, no special effects.
He got a neck though, boy. He got it.
Oh yeah, I don't know if he gonna knock him out, but
yeah, he might not knock him out,
yeah.
but he'll work him.
He got that Canelo neck, boy.
Yeah.
I seen Canelo hit Triple G with a brick that would have slept a horse, and Triple G ate it.
Canelo was like,
right. All right, so we got Marvin Hagler against Bernard Hopkins.
I'm gonna go Hagler.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. All right, why you say Hagler?
Hagler he's a dog.
He was different, man.
He can switch too. He was a dog.
He was different, man. He was my favorite when I was young. I'm showing my age.
Yep.
When I was young, Marvin Hagler was my favorite. Him and Sugar Ray Leonard, man. I went with both of them. All right, so now we got Sugar Ray Robinson versus Roy Jones.
I gotta go to Roy Jones.
All right. Over Sugar Ray Robinson?
Yeah. Roy's too fast.
Me too.
Over Sugar Ray Robinson?
Roy
Sugar Ray Robinson
prime,
was fast, bro.
He's too much.
Roy Jones at 160 pounds. Ain't nobody beating Roy at 160, man.
All right. So he got Roy Jones. Now we got Marvin Hagler and Roy Jones in the finals.
Yeah,
Roy all the way through. All right, so tell me why Roy beats all these dudes, man, and he's the top. He's the greatest of the great of the middleweights. Now, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, let me hear what you got to say. Because Marvin Hagler is different, bro.
Roy at that weight, he was just different. Like, he was too fast, too athletic. He was unbeatable at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, he was crazy. Roy Jones was crazy back in the day.
That's chicken dancing Roy.
Yeah, I remember that. I used to love that.
Chicken dancing is high stepping Roy.
Right, don't
160.
Don't do that, Rob.
I'm just saying, baby. What?
You ain't had to demonstrate, bro.
That chicken dancing, high stepping Roy. You know what I'm saying? High stepping.
All right, so Champ said Roy Jones Jr. is the greatest of the great in middleweight. So, all right, Champ, anything you want to leave us with? Any last thoughts?
Yeah, just my second fight coming soon, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
And follow me on all social media platforms.
Which is?
And, at Curmel Moton 1.
Your social media is blowing up. You had 265,000 on Instagram earlier. What you say you got now?
You over 300 now.
You over 300 now. Man, you going crazy on social media. Man, you about to be a business, bro. For real. Yeah. But appreciate you, Champ. And what's the greatest boxing podcast out there?
Counterpunch Conversations.
We said up and coming podcast.
Yeah.
We on the ride.
We blowing up, right? You ain't seen our numbers?
We contend.
I seen a little bit. I seen a few.
We blowing up. So we gonna check in with you from time to time, champ. Thank you again for giving us this interview, and much respect to your team. Much respect to Mayweather Promotions. You got a manager?
My dad.
Okay, man, that's what I'm talking about.
Tell Curtis I said, what's up, man, again.
Much respect to your team. Much respect to Mayweather Promotions, your pops, your whole family, bro. And we appreciate you. And we going to check in from time to time.
Okay.
All right, champ. Good luck, man. Thank you.
Thanks, champ.
I appreciate it.
All right. Curmel Moton. Professional debut last night. Beautiful job. Hey, man, he gave us the first interview.
That's big.
I feel special, bro, because Floyd Mayweather stamped my man. Said he the future. How y'all feel about that? We got the first. We got the exclusive.
Hey. Good work, champ.
That's fire.
Great interview. That's all I can say. Yeah. Appreciate Curmel. Much respect to his team. Anyway, hey, Rock.
Go ahead.
Something just happened. That's crazy that I want to talk about. So Tupac was killed in 1996.
Mm-hmm.
He got shot at the Bruce Seldon fight. Mike Tyson and Bruce Seldon fight.
Walk Tyson out.
Yeah, he did walk Tyson out that night. Yeah, and then that night, it went and jumped on the guy.
Orlando Anderson. Baby Lane.
But anyway, so they just arrested Keefy D. And the D stands for dummy.
Big dummy. Lamont Sanford dummy.
He got to be the dumbest dude in history, man.
Thirsty for attention.
That's crazy, man. That's just
60-year-old man just thirsty for attention and incriminating himself.
Yeah. I mean, so the police arrested him. He got a in 2009. The police Los Angeles police interrogated him.
Was it Greg Keating, Officer Keating?
Something like that.
Yeah. But
he was interrogated he was interrogated by the Los Angeles police in connection with Biggie's murder.
Biggie, yep.
And a proffer meeting. So he had a proffer. And during that interrogation, he confessed to being involved in Tupac's murder in 96. He confessed to it.
Exactly.
So he told him that he said that Orlando Anderson
pulled the trigger.
And then he said that he was going to do it, but his aim wasn't good.
He was on the other side of the car.
Right. And his aim wasn't good, so Orlando did it.
He said he passed the gun back to Orlando.
Right. Mm-hmm. So here's the thing. He misunderstood. He got a proffer agreement, which is you a lawyer.
Yeah, I mean, it was good for that day.
Right. Well, a proffer agreement pretty much is when a defendant cooperates with the government and gives information about self-incrimination.
Yeah. He cut a deal.
Right. But in this, they represented by counsel, they get questioned, but it's only, the proffer agreement is only everything that you tell them that day, you good.
Good, yes.
If they find out any other information, any additional information or any other stuff, they can still prosecute you.
No, if you go out, if you leave,
right.
If you leave that proffer meeting,
right, and
go out and start running your mouth from that standpoint, which is what he did,
right.
3 decades later,
right,
then that information can be used against you. But you also think about it like this: that proffer meeting was in L.A.
Right.
He's arrested by the Las Vegas Police Department.
Right.
So what you had as an agreement with LAPD does not make a difference with LVPD,
which is where the murder happened. Right. I didn't even think about that.
Which is where the murder happened. So you on Vlad TV
everywhere. Because the problem is he misunderstood the proffer agreement for immunity.
Did he misunderstand it, or was he just thirsty for attention?
Well, that's the thing. Now, so he could come back and say that if whatever evidence, if they don't have enough evidence, he can come back and say he was thirsty for attention and trying to get famous.
No matter what a prosecutor don't care nothing about that. They got Big Dummy on tape with millions and millions of views confessing to being an accessory to a murder. Now, the rules are different today.
Mm-hmm.
The rules are different today. Like in today, you can be part of a situation, right, where somebody go in and kill somebody in Alabama, Georgia also, they can charge you with capital murder, right? Or you can be in a situation where, you know, you and your homeboys, y'all rob a store, and your homeboy get killed in the process. They can charge you for murder then as well too.
Right.
So, you know, Keefy D on Vlad TV and, you know, Dialogue and these other hip hop sites talking about that incident from that standpoint and essentially bragging about it. You know, had it been on my side, I would have popped it. You know, I mean, from that standpoint, I mean, he made the prosecution case easy for him.
It's got to be an open and shut case right now. I mean, I remember when I first seen him talking about this because his name came up. I was watching this and his name came up quite a few times talking about Biggie's murder or whatever. His name came up in that a couple times, and then he was and I seen it come up. I seen his name come up. Then next thing I know, I started seeing him doing interviews. Like,
yeah, I mean, if you read, he said more than that. If you read that Detective Keating or Kading's book,
right,
he said that he actually went on to pretty much to say that he was offered $250,000 to kill Pac and $250,000 to kill Suge. It was actually a hit.
Man, that's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, so just wanted to talk about that real quick. We ain't got to get off into that real heavy. I just found that interesting that this man just did this to himself, just running off at his mouth, talking about murders and stuff. You know, this internet is dangerous, man. People do anything for fame. They say anything on the internet, like
absolutely,
it's
absolutely, and you know, and that's like I said, that's an element. You know, there's also a street element to boxing,
right?
Or really to all sports, I guess, to an effect.
Right.
Especially for big fights.
Right. All right. Anyway, so much for that. Boxing news. You had the Charlo and Canelo fight last night, for which our guy, Curmel, fought on last night. What'd you think about that fight?
Weight classes are in boxing and combat sports for a reason.
That's a fact.
Now, if you have high skill and you boxing, sparring or whatever, somebody bigger than you, who's not as skilled as you, then the person with the most skill, as long as they got good condition, they can get off. When you're in a situation where two people are equally matched from a skill standpoint and one is bigger than the other, weight classes matter. I mean, clearly, I think Charlo was intimidated, and I think he even said in an interview, you could feel the power difference. And you can see it, you know, and because Charlo fought, a lot of times he fight his normal fight. He stay on the ropes from that standpoint, and he'll try to get off a counter and stuff like that. Man, none of that stuff was working with Canelo. And then Canelo,
I don't even think, here's what I think. You want to know what I think?
What you think?
I think he fought that fight for money.
Get this paycheck.
That's what I think.
Don't get knocked out like Caleb Plant.
That's what I think.
Survive, get paid.
Let me tell you what I watched in that fight, right? He didn't use his jab at all. All right. Never. I mean, I don't know what to. I didn't look at the percentages to see how many jabs he threw, but he didn't throw any jabs in that fight. And I'm like, you long, you taller than Canelo, use your jab. All right. The one thing I noticed that the referee was doing, the referee would not allow them to clinch for 1 second. So every time Canelo would walk Charlo down and he would get him up against the ropes, if I was coaching him, I would have said, if I was in his corner as his trainer, I would have said, every time he walks you down and gets you up against the ropes, clinch him.
Clinch him and spin him.
The ref is going to break it right up. Get back to the middle of the ring.
Start over.
Use your jab. That's the way we'd have went. Jab, bow. Then catching him with the two behind it, bringing the right hand right back. That would have been my strategy. Now, Derek James, supposed to be trainer of the year.
Took two big losses.
But did you hear any of his commentary in the corner?
No.
I didn't hear him make any adjustments.
I mean, tell him he was losing. You gotta do something.
Right. I thought you just said you didn't hear nothing he said.
I heard that. I'm talking about.
But you said you heard nothing.
I mean, I didn't hear no specific instructions, but I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that.
He kept telling him he's losing.
Yeah.
You got to do something. And he was telling them 1-2s. And I'm like, what are you telling this man? You know what I mean? Like, definitely you losing.
Yep.
Right? But give him some instructions on what to do because he's losing And I'm sitting here saying it was simple to me watching the fight that I'm going to tie him up on the ropes, because the ref, if you're watching the ref, the ref wouldn't let them touch each other. If it wasn't their gloves, break it up.
And that was to Canelo's favor.
Well, not really. That would have been Charlo's favor.
I'm just saying the ref not allowing Charlo to tie up. That would have been to Canelo's favor.
Nah, it's not to Canelo's favor, because Canelo was walking him down. The whole fight, Canelo was pushing him to the ropes so he can hit him with some power shots.
That's what I mean, yeah.
But Charlo just need to wrap. If he pushes him again, Canelo is pushing Charlo to the ropes. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you that this referee, as soon as they touch each other, the ref is breaking it. So my instructions from the corner is Charlo, tie him up on the ropes. The ref is going to break it up. Circle around the ref, get back to the middle of the ring, jab.
Yep.
Use your jab. All right. When he comes around that jab, bring your right hand down with it. Move. Keep moving. Don't let him walk you down. Those are my instructions. Derek James not giving him these instructions.
That's true, because if he don't stop moving, if he popping in, don't start moving his feet until he want to punch again, then
Well, he started out moving his feet. He started out, he was moving, and even the commentator said he's fighting the fight. He supposed to fight. He's moving the way he should be moving. These are the instructions that I would have gave him. It was time to make those adjustments in the middle of the rounds, I would have told Charlo, tie him up, bring him back to the middle, use your jab.
Did the body attack take Charlo's legs away from him? Also, he's fighting 14 pounds heavier too.
That's true. Weight classes for a reason. But even still, he in there. He didn't get stopped. Charlo didn't stop him. But Canelo, Canelo didn't stop him. And you can just tell the way Charlo was fighting that he was fighting for a check, man.
Yeah.
What y'all think? Tell me what y'all think. Comment below. Let me know what y'all think. Because
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. But also, if you intimidated from that standpoint, you probably not gonna be punching.
Yeah, but it just looked like, I'm telling you, man.
Looked like he was just in there for the check. Let me get this.
Even his shots didn't even look like he was putting anything on him.
Yeah.
Like it didn't even look like he was putting anything on him. It didn't look like he was trying to survive. Man, what was the purse for that fight,
He fighting Canelo. So, Canelo, he probably made more money last night than he made his entire career.
Okay, well, whatever the purse was.
I don't know what the purse was.
It was millions,
yes.
Right? So he probably was thinking about that the whole time in the ring.
He didn't have a mark on his face after the fight.
What do you think about Derek James, though? You think he's a greater trainer they saying he is?
I think
not from last night, from what he was. Now, I'm not judging him based upon the losses. We all gonna take losses.
But he usually gives really good instructions, though.
He not last night. Not last night. He told the man, "You're losing. You got to do something." Then he told him 1, 2, 1, 2. He kept saying it 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, man, this is a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, this is a no-brainer for how Charlo should come out.
Time up, let the ref break it up, move out, start over.
Get back in the middle.
Get back in the middle of the ring, work, do the same thing over and over. Jab.
Bring the right hand. Jab. Bring the right hand. Move.
Start over.
Take an angle. Jab. Move your right hand. Roll.
Yep.
Jab. Slip. Throw your right hand.
Yeah, because Canelo has problems with athletic boxers.
I think Charlo could have beat him. I think Charlo could have beat him if he'd have fought him right.
If he'd have been lines only last night, yeah.
He wasn't a lion last night.
He wasn't a lion last night. He was.
Did you hear what Canelo said in his post-fight interview?
No, I know Bud called him a cub.
Yeah, Bud is trolled the man last night. Bud trolled him on Twitter, man.
But you could tell, man. When have you ever seen Charlo be civil in the lead up to a fight?
Yeah, he was
civil and all just nice and respectful.
He just was happy for that fight, man. He was happy to get that money.
But yeah, but you also, like I said, the Charlos are some of the angriest damn boxers in boxing. When have you ever seen the Charlo twins, either one of them, be all mellow yellow in the lead up to a fight? Ain't no insults going on. Ain't no cussing and fussing. Ain't no lines only. You know what I'm saying? The energy was totally different. And so yeah, you might be right. You're like, okay, I'm getting this opportunity.
That's what I think, man. I just don't. It just didn't seem like,
And-
and really, man, to be honest, I'm tired of getting fights like that. Talking about Prograis and Haney.
Prograis and Haney
said he's gonna dominate Prograis and put the welterweight division on notice. So I mean, that's your boy. You got to ride with him, man. You can't
at 147.
You got to ride with him. If you go to 54, you got to ride. Don't sit up here and say you go.
No. At 147, I'm riding with Brian Norman Jr.
Yeah, but Brian's still a prospect coming up.
Yeah.
I ride with Brian too.
He's still a prospect coming up. But
Brian watches the show. What's up, Brian? Brian Norman.
B&B.
Yes, sir.
I'm with Lil B. I'm with Lil B at 47.
All day.
Lil B at 47. From that standpoint.
But he's still a prospect coming up. We talking about.
He a prospect with like 25, finna be 26 fights.
Yeah,
though.
but they still ain't beat him fights yet. You know what I mean?
No.
So
He 12 months away, 12 to 18 months away.
he definitely gonna be in the. But let's not segue off.
He gonna be WBA world champion.
I believe it.
Cause that's the top rank belt. That's the top rank.
I believe it. But I'm talking about Prograis and Haney.
I think
Now who we got? We got Bud undisputed at 47.
Yeah.
Right. Which I think he can ready break them belts.
I think
up
it's a 12-round ass whooping at 140 for Regis.
You crazy as you crazy. You are crazy.
8-4.
Prograis is a beast, man.
Exactly. He
Listen.
is. But we've been seeing Devin Haney draining his body down to fight at 135 pounds. He's taking away about 20 to 25% of who he is. His legs.
Prograis had some time off though. He ain't fought since June, so he took some time off.
That ain't bad though.
Right.
That ain't bad. I mean, I like Regis.
He hadn't fought since June, but but think about this though. He dismantled Zepeda, you know what I mean? The boy he's the 140-pound king, man. You don't agree with that?
I think, right now, presently, he is. He is the 140-pound king. But right. I think, like I said, Devin should have been at 140 pounds 3 years ago. And I think him fighting at 140 pounds right now is going to give him his legs.
Devin.
And his athleticism.
I don't agree, man. Who you got winning? I mean, who you got winning? How? You got Devin winning, but how?
I got
12 rounds?
DHP 12 round 8-4. UD.
Unanimous.
UD.
I don't know, man. I think Haney might win, but Prograis the man got an 80% knockout rate.
True.
You know what I mean? And he's southpaw.
True. And
Devin has problems with southpaw.
Devin is he better. But this will be. Devin has problems with southpaw, but I think that Regis doesn't fight at the same rate and pace that a Lomachenko does.
But he got an 80% knockout power.
He does have 80, and Regis is a true southpaw from that standpoint.
Did you see their fight on Twitter?
Which fight?
Haney and Prograis.
Arguing with each other. Man, I seen different stuff. Yeah, Devin go hard on Twitter.
It was hilarious because they was arguing over the contract date. Prograis is like, we signed the contract for this date. Why they trying to move the date? But Devin is like, bro, it's the same date for the Tyson Fury fight. Why would we do that?
Yeah, but see, that's Regis a throwback fighter in that he don't have a clue about what's going on as far as the business is concerned, which is bad for him.
What?
Because I mean Eddie Hearn and his handlers, they can tell him whatever. First off, why is Regis arguing over something that he should know? Why is he saying they moving the fight back, man? This our date. Why the hell he don't understand that they don't want to fight on the same day as Tyson Fury and Ngannou? It's a pay. He and Regis are fighting pay-per-view. Why you want to have two pay-per-views going head to head against each other?
I don't think he thought about that. I think he just.
But that's my. Did he not think about it, or did he just simply not know or not understand?
Well, that's what David Haney said. David Haney said this dumb N-word want to fight the same day as Tyson Fury, but swear he knows so much about the business of boxing.
Yeah, I don't agree with. I hate to see him, calling each other the N-word and stuff like that.
Oh, they didn't call each other worse than that.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, they've been wilding, man.
Yeah, I hate that right there. But I mean, Devin got a point in regards to the business style. I mean, some things that Regis shouldn't have to just talk about blindly. He should know.
Right.
And is that on Eddie Hearn for not informing him, or is that on him for not asking Eddie Hearn?
I don't know, but I'm interested to see the fight. The fight is locked in.
Yep, fight locked in.
December the 9th.
DHP in the Bay.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to the fight, man. I really don't have a dog in the fight. I really don't know. I like Haney. I like Progress. I'm glad we getting these kind of fights. I'm glad Devin Haney is stepping up the way that he is.
He always step up. He's the only boxer. He the only boxer. Devin trying to fight everybody.
He's not the only boxer.
Who else trying to fight everybody?
I mean, it's Shakur.
Damn, nope. If Shakur wanted that work, he'd have took that 25%. He didn't want
Shakur's trying to fight everybody, man. Stop it.
Man, stop, man.
It's just like Haney said, the business of boxing. He know it's a boxing business. Shakur trying to fight everybody. Stop.
Man, he got different.
Shakur's trying to fight everybody.
Yeah, man. But he got. I mean, Shakur got different energy for Lomachenko and Eastside Cruz than he got for the brothers.
Man, I want to get Shakur on here, man. So play nice. Play nice, man. You know.
Okay.
You're trying to get the man on the show, and then you're gonna talk crazy about him. And the man he probably the best in boxing right now. He's the future right now.
I don't know, man. I don't know about all that.
All right, well.
I mean, Shakur is a talent.
Keep that same energy.
He a talent. Shakur is a talent and unquestioned talent.
Keep that same energy.
What? I'm gonna keep the same. I mean, I ain't taking that from the brother.
I'm gonna bring it up when he come on here.
Shakur a talent.
All right, then. I don't think you asked who is trying to fight everybody. I think Shakur is trying to fight everybody. I think Shakur wants to fight everybody.
I think Shakur wants to fight everybody, but come
on, spit it out, man.
I think he wants to fight everybody, and he wants to fight everybody on his terms. He wasn't willing to make a sacrifice in order to make that fight with Devin.
No, did you hear what he said about Tank? He was like, he said he wants to fight Tank, but who is he to send a contract to Tank? I mean, Tank is the biggest thing in boxing.
I mean, he's right. He's conciliatory now from that standpoint, because he know that cussing out Tank and being, boisterous towards Tank, it ain't gonna get him nowhere.
Right.
So if that ain't gonna get you nowhere, then you may as well try to back in through the back door and be all, congratulatory and Tank's the biggest thing in boxing and who am I to send Tank something? Yeah, come on, man. That ain't they know. So you think
the man is butt kissing?
I ain't gonna say.
But that's what you pretty much said.
What I'm saying,
like he ain't gonna. I ain't gonna talk crazy to Tank.
He ain't got the same energy with Tank and Tank.
Why don't he? That's why Tank don't like him no more. They was friends. Tank say he don't like him because he keep calling him out. He keep saying stuff. If he was his boy,
the same thing with Devin.
So why you say he don't got the same energy for Tank?
But Devin and Bill bitch ass whatevers. But why Tank ain't? Because Tank, he called Bill Haney a bitch ass in. Right?
He did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, so Tank saying the same thing. Don't try to take pictures with me and come to my dressing room, take pictures of me, then call me out, which don't make no sense to me.
Right.
Because I think you can have respect for each other and still fight each other.
Yeah, I just think Tank from Baltimore, bro. We different.
Yeah, that's true too. I do think, but see, that's the other thing about it is that it's like what I noticed about Tank is Tank, he take all this stuff personal. Floyd get in the ring and hold the mitts for Devin. Shit, Tank like, nah, you with the ops.
He from Baltimore,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, that's with Baltimore. Tank with, man, bro. Nah, you with the ops. Stay over there with the ops. I'm TMT, but you holding mitt work and giving advice to the ops. Nah, stay over there. You see what I'm saying? That's Tank.
Baltimore, bro.
And so it's like same thing with Shakur, man. You can't say we cool and then on one brother say we want to fight.
You don't agree with him?
With Tank?
Yeah.
Yes and no. Yeah, I agree with Tank from that standpoint.
Right,
if we're gonna be cool, we're gonna be cool.
But I mean, if I'm about to fight this man, or we talking about fighting, or we close to fighting, why is you over there messing with him on those type of terms? Not that you want to create an enemy. Don't make my enemies your enemies, but why is you dealing with him on that level? Why
he's my Floyd and Devin and stuff like that?
Yeah, why you training him? Why you giving him advice and all that kind of stuff? Nah, man, don't do that.
Yeah.
So I agree with him.
But
maybe it's a Baltimore thing.
But Floyd been giving Devin advice since Devin. I mean, Jeff Mayweather was Devin's first trainer.
Then Floyd should have kept them two out the fighting conversation. If they stablemates,
they weren't stablemates though. But Devin was pushing the issue because he wanted to fight Tank.
Then Floyd should have.
See, Tank is at the top of the hill.
Right.
He the king of the mountain. The only way you get to be king of the mountain is to knock the king down, right? So if Devin or Shakur beat Tank,
who Tank knocked off the top of the mountain?
he ain't have to.
That's what I'm saying.
Money may put the finger on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just like Money just did for Curmel.
Right.
Money put the finger on it. Floyd Mayweather has the Midas touch when it comes to boxing. Now, they may not always do TMT do the best job from that standpoint in regards to promoting everybody and building folk up. But once Floyd says that you are the one, Tank,
right,
then the social media aspects of it brings him up. Same thing with Curmel. Now, they finna take a Mike Tyson type approach with Curmel. Curmel fight 10 times this year and get 10 knockouts. Curmel be a multi-millionaire. He ain't got to have a belt.
All right, man. Let's wrap it up, man. We done talked about a lot today.
Yep.
Appreciate you.
All right, my brother. Good session. Mike Tyson. Don't be mad
come on,
at me.
man. Come on, man. Do not mess with Mike again, man. Leave Mike Tyson alone.
I'm telling Mike, don't take it personal, Mike. We just talking. It's a podcast.
You need to tell Shakur that, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell. What did I say? I ain't saying that about Shakur.
You did,
man.
Anyway,
I like Shakur. One step. We do a lot of training, a lot of stuff. Some of the things that we do with Chad and his southpaw is Shakur stuff. Especially in regards to controlling distance. One step, two step.
He says baby Shakur.
Hey, man, I believe it.
Yeah, that's baby Shakur.
No, right hand to southpaw.
Yeah, man, he bad. He's gonna be next couple years, boy.
Yup.
Dominating. Anyway, good episode. Want to thank Curmel Moton for joining us today, giving us an exclusive right after his fight. And
the big deal.
Oh yeah. Definitely the big deal. It's his nickname, and I expect to see great things from him from the future. Stay tuned. Keep on joining us. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode. This is episode 3. So thank y'all for tuning in. Get below, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. We need the subscribers on YouTube so we can continue to bring content. We trying to get to that magic number on YouTube. We've been blowing up, hitting the algorithms on Instagram. But subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. And
like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Good point. So appreciate you all. Until the next episode. I'm your host Sheik, co-host Rock, and thank you for joining Counterpunch Conversations. We out. Peace.